So, pause. Okay, so something I've wanted to talk about for a while is this kind of like new traditional psychology, which suggests that women being less dominant in multiple aspects is positive. And it's like they disguise this in many different ways, but it's always pretty much the same. And it bashes things like modern day feminism, ideas that push for female freedoms, ideas that push for equality. And it's all disguised as this kind of like somehow positive, ancient, or at least old-fashioned method of positive thinking. You know, and I don't want to say Jordan Peterson because I feel like some of the things that he pushes for are also really positive, so to bash him as a whole feels incorrect. But despite all of like their positive teachings, and they're generally like decent, good advice, you tend to find that underneath of it all is just this general oppression of individual freedom. And so I followed people like this for so long, but recently I've begun the phenomenon of really thinking and feeling for myself and understanding like which colours make me feel something, which clothes make me feel something, which places are really positive and inspiring and enlightening. And it's like I've started to dress more like myself, or not myself, but something that makes me feel calm. And this is normally like pink stuff, pretty things, tight, revealing clothes, and it's all of the stuff that I wanted to wear when I was a very young teen, but felt as if I couldn't because of like the kind of comments and, you know, wolf whistling from older people and like the general just uncomfortability of it all. I mean, like, girls my own age and girls who are older would always comment on it, and I'd always be sexualised by men. And it's like, that made me feel uncomfortable, sure, but it didn't really outweigh the fact that through all of that I was just doing what generally made me feel the most positive to be seen in. And then I stopped at some point because, wait, I'm saying that this is new. This is old. This is something that I've always done, but then I stopped. And I stopped because I got really into fitness. So it wasn't like the best to always be dressed up or wear makeup even, because you just take it off and then I have very sensitive skin, so it just get dry and crusty and ugly. But it's like since I was a kid I've always secretly wanted to be like seen as feminine or seen as like, I don't know, like a bit of a princess. But that would feel too uncomfortable. I mean, it's like I remember my dad calling me princess a few times. And I remember like a shameful, light feeling. Like it would feel so good, but it was so shameful because it was letting out this small part of myself that just wanted to be vulnerable. And so I've started that recently. And the reason I'm filming this is because today, like, I just got so torn down for it. And I was at the zoo and I really wanted to go to the zoo. Like, I'd been asking all week to obviously, like, my partner, can we go to the zoo, can we go to the zoo, can we go to the zoo? Because he had a week off and I don't think he wanted to. And I don't think he'll tell me the reason why. I think he'll deny that, but I don't think he really wanted to. But I was so excited. And I wore the outfit I wanted to wear. And I felt like a beautiful Bratz doll. Like, I felt powerful and sexual and positive and pink and... And he called me a freak. And it's like... To be honest, that's not even something that I was vastly associated with, even when I was younger and I was alternative. And I was just... I mean, we got home, but it was the apology that got me. Because the apology was hideous. Because it was like, I'm sorry I was so cruel to you. But what it really came across as is, I'm sorry that we're not right for each other, and it had connotations of breaking up, and it made me feel more vulnerable, and so I felt less like I could say anything about how I truly felt. But then it was like, I got home and I realised, who the fuck do I call? Who do I call? Who do I tell? Who do I speak to? And this is why I'm saying this out loud. And this is why I'm saying this on camera, and this is why I'm drinking right now. Because who do I ring? I can't ring him. I hate speaking to my mum. I hate it. I try. No one knows me. No one like really truly knows me. And you can't expect them to, and I wouldn't want them to, because I'm so ashamed of who I genuinely am as a person. Well, no, I'm not. I'm actually very proud. I think I'm sick. I actually do think I'm sick. For someone who has such low self-esteem, I do think I'm a pretty cool person. But then as soon as I say that, I'm like picking my neck. I'm picking away at my very self because it's so shameful. It's so shameful. Oh man. It's so shameful to feel beautiful. To feel like I am that person, I'm that princess. And that's why that word was so like new and hurtful. And my mum came and tried to talk to me, and she was speaking, and I could just say, I was like, life is just one big disappointment, isn't it? Because I assumed all the way through childhood that this would be the prime, that this would be the age that I would be thriving, just because I would make it happen. I would manifest it to the point that it would just happen. And then the reason I knew this happened, and this is going to sound crazy, but I did a tarot card reading. It told me everything that was going to happen. Well, it very subtly told me, so I might just be a crazy person reading between the lines, but it was spot on. But this was supposed to be the age, and so I decided to just step out, and I decided to say, this is the time, this is the person, I'm ready now to be the person. And I got knocked back in. And so my advice would be, if you hate what your partner's wearing, whether it be a man or a woman, keep your fucking mouth shut. Yeah? And in a threatening way, keep your mouth shut, because you don't know. And I've done it before, so I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be on the other side and think, what are they wearing? But they can wear whatever the fuck they want. They can wear what they want. And you have nothing to say in that, because they are not you. I think we get to this comfortable stage in the relationship where we think we spend so much time together, so we're the same person. But they aren't you. You can't use another individual as an extension of yourself. You can't love bomb this person into getting this attraction and then using them as a repeat of yourself, using them as a twin, using them as a wrecking ball. No, using yourself as a wrecking ball, I suppose. Just tearing them down piece by piece. Because you feel it. You feel this hatred towards this person. And whether that be their outfit or their shoes or their work or the things that they say or the things that they do. That little hatred, that little niggle, let that shit go. Because you're going to tear someone down. You're going to break them. And that's why I think, and we're coming back to the original point, that that type of psychology is so fucking hurtful. Because it lets you relax, it lets you breathe in and let go of that toxicity that's coming your other way, that's coming from your significant other, that's coming towards you. It allows you to hear that and speak it as truth and gospel rather than bullshit and whininess. Not that genuine, important complaints aren't valid, but more that you should just shh, because you don't know what another person's going through. You know, you see them a lot, you think about them a lot, but you don't know what's in their past. You don't know what's formed them. And I'm not weak. And I'm sick of going to other people. I'm sick of going to other people to fix my life. I want to fix it myself. I don't like other people. I don't like upsetting other people with my whiny nonsense. I want to get on with it. I want to be alone. I want to be alone, but I want to be happy and I want to be thriving. And that's too much to ask because I'm a vulnerable, needy person. But I think this rant over.